Well, good morning, lovely ladies and gentlemen. Steve Collins coming to you from beautiful San Antonio, Texas, the second most powerful, passionate, purposeful coach and speaker in the world. I am excited about having a conversation with you this morning that may or may not go whoo, so hopefully it will not. Hopefully it'll go whoo and land right here in your hurt. So, are you Martha or are you Mary? And did you know that you have a choice? You can decide which one you'll be. Are you Martha or are you Mary? Because by nature, just naturally, you tend to gravitate towards being one or the other. What is the context? Steve, I'm a little confused by here today with this Martha and Mary thing. What does that even mean? I'm so glad you asked, Uncle Buck. Well, let's have a conversation about it real quick. There is a fascinating story in my favorite book, the Bible, and it is a story where Jesus was going to a home to be taken in and have dinner with some people that said, hey, if you could come to our house, that'd be great. You can come over to our house. And when he arrived, there were two sisters who lived there. Martha and Mary were sisters. And during the time that Jesus first arrived, there was a whole lot of activity going on. Imagine somebody ridiculously important coming to your home and how you may or may not respond or prepare for them showing up at your home. Well, something really fascinating happened. Jesus sits down and Mary immediately goes over, gets on the ground next to him and just starts to hang out with him. She's talking with him. Good morning, Big Don. Traffic is so slow, I can actually see that this morning. Looking forward to coaching today, brother. And so she reclines at the feet of Jesus, Mary does, and she just starts talking with him and connecting with him and chatting with him. Now, here's the crazy thing, okay? You have Martha and Mary, both sisters at the house, and Jesus has come over, and Mary stops what she's doing and sits at his feet and just hangs out to talk with him and connect and have a conversation with him. Now, something interesting occurs. Martha gets ticked off. She's upset because, man, she's trying to make the table. She's trying to do the dishes. She's trying to get her little hors d'oeuvres together. She's getting her little escargot together. She's getting her little meat trays and her wine and cheese party for Jesus coming over. And she is so upset with her sister who's just sitting on the ground talking to Jesus. She's upset with him, with her. And so she rats her sister out on Jesus. And she says, Lord, look, tell my sister to get up and help me. Come on, I got stuff to do. Martha? And Jesus says, Martha, Martha. Like, he doesn't say that stuff much, where he repeats himself over and over again. But he's like, Martha, Martha, you are so busy about so many things. Okay? But your sister has chosen the greater thing. Okay. Two observations I want to make here when I ask you, are you Mary or are you Martha? All of us are busy. We all have things that we are attempting to accomplish in our schedule. We all have things on our to-do list. We all have checklists that are super long. Everybody's got a lot of activities. Very few people are sitting around, that are entrepreneurs, are sitting around with nothing to do on any given day. Most of the time, people have a significant number of responsibilities in front of them. Yet, are you sensitive enough to know that when there is a human being that could benefit from being with you and who you could benefit from being with, are you willing to put away the actions and activities on the to-do list in order to allow that person to be on your to-be list? You see, the to-do list will always be there and you will always have opportunity to do more things. But here's what blows my mind. When Jesus said, Martha, Martha, you're so busy about so many things, but Mary has chosen the greater thing. What did Mary choose? Mary was helping her sister get ready for Jesus to come by, and clearly they were not finished getting ready. And yet when he showed up, Mary was like, I'm done. Peace out, y'all. I'm going to sit at the feet of Jesus and connect and hang with my Savior. And Jesus said she chose the greater thing. What was the greater thing she chose? She chose to know when to stop doing her little labor and to slow down and connect. Now, as I said, most entrepreneurs who are interested in the videos that I put out are busy, busy, busy. Most entrepreneurs have a very active schedule. Most entrepreneurs have a to-do list that's never ending. It's kind of like laundry or your teenager's room. It just never gets done. It's a constant conversation, a constant activity. But at some point, you've got to be okay with the house being messy, the office being messy, the desk being messy, when there's a person that you can connect with. You see, your to-be list is greater than your to-do list. Who can you be with? Who can you listen to? Who can you connect with? Who can you serve? Were you aware that 90% of Jesus' miracles that are recorded in the Gospels, 90% were interruptions in his schedule? They were not planned. And on the way to Darius's house, a woman with an issue of blood reached out and touched the hem of his garment. And he stopped and said, whoa, who touched me? Lord, everybody's touched. Interruptions in his schedule. He was going through the town of Capernaum when he came upon a funeral of a widow who had lost her son. He touched the son and the son lived again. Interruptions in his schedule. Are you Martha? Are you Mary? Is your to-do list more important to you than your to-be list? When you have a chance to be with someone, to impart to someone, to share with someone, to listen to someone, to take care of or to serve someone? Because let me tell you something, the laundry will always be there, the mess will always be there, the dishes will always be there, the messy desk will always be there, the person might not. You never know. So I challenge you today, if you're Martha, you can choose the greater thing. And if you're Mary, keep choosing the greater thing. Have a great day, guys.